Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure. If you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Bro, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him. Make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to Another Live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, people. Make sure you smash the likes and subscribe if you are new. Welcome back to the Claret and Royal Blue Show, episode 10, people. Episode 10.
Episode 10.
Yeah. Who would have thought it? Not
10.
me. Not
Not
me.
me.
Not me at all, bro. But listen, back on a Thursday night, the last show of the week, until we have to endure on West Ham United again playing football tomorrow. I'm very excited for that. I'm sure everyone's very excited to watch West Ham play. Literally every single person. Can't think of why you wouldn't want to watch, honestly. It's going to be riveting, exciting football. It's going to be 5-0 West Ham, free-flowing. That free-flowing of maybe hemorrhoids, AIDS, and syphilis, maybe. But like, that kind of free-flowing, I guess. But yeah, we're going to discuss everything, of course, as we always do. Yeah, diarrhea, full-on diarrhea. Like, we're talking Gary Lineker on a pitch. That's what we're talking. Like, we're talking when he shat himself. That's what the kind of West Ham football. But, Melon, how have you been? How have you been, man?
I've been good. Day of filming content. Tired, but we're here, innit? We're here. Thursday afternoon. It's Friday tomorrow. Usually it's a good day, but you have football to watch, so
yeah. To quote Mante, to quote Kante, it's match day. Fuck you. Like, like fuck you. The fact that it's match day, bro. Man said it's match day. Fuck you. I don't that one. Ladies and gentlemen. I can't say what I was about to say, never mind. But fucking hell. Before we even get onto West Ham, you guys actually played yesterday. You guys actually, like, you got a fat man sacked. You made another fat man unhappy in the stands. And then in the Champions League, 3 teenagers scored. First time that's happened in the same game. So everything seems good. Guiu, Esteval, and Tyreek George all get on the score sheet. So yeah. How was the Ajax game, brother? You bullied a 40-year-old in goal.
yeah. I couldn't believe it, to be honest. I understood following a conversation I had with Strasbourg Steve. He said that Ajax are shit. So I was gonna say, 2-0, 3-0, maybe, like a decently confident prediction on my stream. But I was like, fuck it, 4-1. 4-1. I predicted a 4-1 win out my ass. Thinking it's gonna be a good game from Chelsea. I think maybe we're gonna make a mistake and concede. Potentially. But I could never have predicted a 5-1. And in the way we played as well. We played really, really well. Really well. A lot of credit to Maresca. He came back from a touchline ban. Putting out that lineup full of very young players and them to play the way they did. It's very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I had slightly different lineup in mind. I was very confused seeing the lineup that Maresca eventually went with, but it made a lot more sense in the moment for him to use someone like Caicedo at right back, inverting into the pivot, allowing Buonanotte and Enzo further forward, rather than maybe Gusto in that role, going into the right 10, because that is cancer. I can't lie. I'm not gonna watch Champions League game with Gusto in the right inside half space, bro. That is fucking shit.
Terrorism.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, good game plan, good result, really good performance from pretty much until like the 80th minute. Then it sort of very much teetered out. Yeah, I was very happy with it. Very happy.
Like, I feel like it was very Chelsea-esque of the Maresca era, from what I saw the highlights anyway. Because I'm watching other games, like the way you're like combining to score goals and stuff. But also,
Yeah.
I feel like what you guys are doing really well is the young players you actually playing. You're giving them the confidence to let them shine and let them embrace themselves on the pitch without overdoing it. Where it's like they're getting ahead of themselves, thinking I've made it already, sort of thing. Where you're humbling them enough to be like, we're going to give you the right amount of game time, so when we do play you, you can embrace your football. But don't
Cool.
think you just yet because there's other people on the pitch that you're competing with. So that's why I think, like, for example, a big up to Dave and Xtel in the chat. Like, what I saw a quote from Maresca talking about Esteval, being like, for a young player, like he's very determined to want to learn more, which is like something you don't always get with like young players, where it's like young players of that age, they're just excited to play football, but they don't know what they don't like talk about what's next sort of thing. They're just like, I'm playing football. Whereas like with Esteval, he seems to be very like, and I feel like you get this a lot with like the kids that are from other countries that come to another country to try and thrive, where they try and make the step up and they're like, I've built the mentality basically of like, I'm trying to be a star here. I'm not just trying to like, just play one game and then you talk about me as like streets won't forget baller or
Yeah.
failed
Wants
wonder
to be
kid.
one of the best.
Yeah, we're talking about someone who wants to be one of the best in the world, if not the best. Well, he wants to be the best in the world because every footballer that is at like a mad club anyway, that's like, quite young, wants to be the best player in the world anyway. But they also see it as a realistic point of view, no matter what we think of them.
Yeah.
So someone like Esteval that is going to be put up there as like this guy could become like a mad player or whatever. He's already got the mentality at that age. So I think what's really good about him is that he's being managed correctly. He's got the right manager under him. But in terms of like, I think the biggest compliment you can give to Maresca since his time at Chelsea is his management of players when it comes to their game time.
Yeah, man management is really good.
Yeah, his man management's incredible. Like, but it's also his man management of young players. I think his management of young players is really good. It's really good because he knows how to manage the egos, but he also knows how to manage the young players that are trying to come through and also become the egos. And it's good to become the ego. I think ego is not a bad thing in football. Just use it correctly. Like Reece James has an ego, but you don't. When we talk about Reece James having an ego, it's an ego of like I'm ego turning mentality, not ego turning complacent. There's difference. Whereas like I don't know, back in the day when we like talk about the Barclays era and stuff and the footballers that failed over the years, a lot of their egos were because of how complacent they were and they thought they made it into football already, rather than becoming world class or becoming a player that's going to win league titles, etc. So someone like an Esteval, for example, he's got the right manager under him, but he's also him himself. He's doing all the right things by asking, what can I do more? Because I don't even think anyone really, from the Chelsea fans I was speaking to anyway, like not even just you and Prem, but outside of this, like in the comments, a lot of people weren't saying to me that Esteval was going to start straight away. They thought he was going to be like slowly integrated in and stuff. So I think he's already ahead of schedule in terms of what he was expected to do. Like, what do you think?
Absolutely. When we first made contact with Esteval, it was about the same time Real Madrid was in talks with Endrick, playing, I believe, for the same club, obviously in the same league, and they were both sort of coming through at the same time, big talents. But then you look at the situation with Endrick, how that's developed. He's obviously gone to a fucking massive club, and it hasn't necessarily worked due to maybe the manager's not going to use that type of player in terms of the proficiency of young players. And it's a bit difficult for players like that to break through because they are so young. They haven't really got much experience and game time behind them to really propel them to the next level. Where you look at Esteval, for example, when we initially made contact with him, I started watching his games more. I started, I started watching him, and I think this guy, for me, isn't necessarily ready yet. But I think maybe in the future, like maybe after a loan move, maybe after a bit of a loan move, at 12 months in Strasbourg or something like that, he would then develop from being an extremely good talent to a young player that can show his quality in these big moments, and maybe that will propel his career into new heights. But when he played against us in the Club World Cup,
yeah, it was amazing,
unbelievable. And to do that against, at the time, arguably the best left back on the planet, it showed that he, at that point, was ready for minutes in the Premier League. So I thought maybe he could get some minutes in the Prem. Maybe it could be, let's see until January, and then in January, if he hasn't had enough minutes, and we definitely want to give him game time, then he'd go out on loan in January. Where he is now, he's our starter. He's our starting right wing option for any game that we're going to look to go and win. Any game you think Chelsea's going to win, Esteval's going to start for you in the right wing. He is the starter at Chelsea. So he's definitely ahead of schedule. Very far ahead of schedule.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's very good for him as well. Big up MC Space and Melon. Mike's, I think you became famous at my workplace. Someone's watching your meltdown at the Sunderland game. That's crazy. Someone watching me at your workplace is funny. That's just funny to me. And it was just like one of the workers watching it during their free time. They were like, yo, this guy is hilarious. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. We're making waves. We're big up Elijah as well. Big up Hyper. Big up Charlie. Big up Melon. Had a good live stream the other day. I was absolutely rat-assed.
Fair enough. What the fuck is that profile picture?
It's AJ.
What is behind him? What?
What have I missed, by the way? What is this? What's going on here? What's going on here? What? Why?
What stream are you talking about, by the way, Charlie? Because I don't.
Oh,
it's probably the watch along. Yeah, it was probably the watch along before Ajax.
Yeah.
Forest away, 3-0 win. There you go.
Fair enough.
Charlie, I hope the thing about that goal was true, innit? He said he put money on Chelsea, and if it was, he's gonna hit the town or something. So.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't blame him. Can't blame him for hitting the town. I know Charlie's been on stuff ever since the divorce, bro. He was even saying it in the chat at the start of the season, bro. This guy was like, I'm just going out now.
Elijah, I've seen it.
Active in it. Just active. Oh no. But, bruv, it's good to see them, like, even like without any bias aside, when it comes to young players, I don't like seeing young players like just have a waste of a career. I like seeing young players develop and be managed correctly. So with Esteval, it's good to see that you've got the manager that's actually going to manage someone correctly rather than just like out of the whim, out of the limb, out of nowhere sort of thing, just fall off because they've been playing too much or they're in the wrong environment or whatever, or they had too much cocaine or whatever. You know how it gets. But I just think it's good where the manager, the club, and the player all on the same wavelength. So
yeah.
Like rather than like how like Wanyeri under at Arsenal, for example, he signed a new contract because of sentiment. He doesn't play.
Yeah.
Like he's never going to develop at Arsenal. Or I don't even know any young player that or Kobe Mainoo at Man United. That's another good example. Kobe Mainoo at Man United is an incredible example of just being at the wrong club.
Yeah.
You're actually too good for your club. Actually too good for your club, funny enough. And you're the academy player. Says a lot about the club, but it also says a lot about you. Like it says a lot both ways. But it's Estevao, you bought him, cool. It's not an academy player, but he could have gone anywhere. Because Endrick needs minutes at Real Madrid now, so he's gone on loan. And and they were in the same club. Guilherme, that plays for us, they were the front three.
Yeah.
That was the front three at Palmeiras. And Guilherme is at the wrong club. Because Guilherme doesn't play. When Somerville was injured, Guilherme didn't play. No manager trusted him. So there's the difference between everything. Big up kudos. By the way, my nan watched your West Ham run. She joined in the boycott. Fuck's sake, John. Kobe to Strasbourg. Do you know what? To be fair, he's probably better for Strasbourg than Man United. And Strasbourg, I heard they put PSG to the sword. They drew 3-3. So Liam Rosenior, that, by the way, that is the worst mistake from any championship club over the past 5 years. Is Hull City sacking Liam Rosenior after they didn't make the playoffs. Where the fuck are you now, Hull City? Where the fuck are you now? You didn't get promoted to the next City. Bro, Hull had a gem on their hands. Like, they were playing good football. They didn't have the greatest of squads. They only really had Liam Delap and Carvalho for a bit. That's what the only players they had. They didn't have that many good players. Keane Lewis Potter had left by then. So they didn't really have anything to hold on to. They had Liam Rosenior, who got them up to the players, and one of the worst squads they've had in years. And they sacked the guy. And then they got worse managers. Now, if you're going to sack someone like that, you have to get a better manager. They didn't.
Yeah.
And Liam Rosenior, like, at least Strasbourg have some fucking sense and be like, you know what, this guy actually brought something to some young players at Hull City. Let's give him the job in Liga. And I'm glad he got the opportunity he deserved. Because Liam Rosenior is a good manager. And he knows, and he's also going to be one of the people, you can just tell he's going to be one of the managers where he's not going to jump ship straight away. He's going to take the right opportunity at the right time. And then we'll see what happens in his career. But I reckon he'll be a really good manager. I reckon he'll be really good. From what I saw at Hull, he deserved to like go to a bigger league than the Championship. And I don't know why he got sacked. I was so confused. It's like when you do look at your phone, you just see a club statement. You're like, why him? Why did he get sacked?
Yeah. There's so many more that deserve it.
Yeah, and especially in the Championship as well. There's so many like stale clubs that like have the same manager over the past 5 years for like stability reasons. And
sometimes you just need to change it up. Like you just mid-table for 5 seasons in a row, and it's like, yeah, I accept this. Sometimes you shouldn't accept it.
Yeah,
you can do what fucking Lampard does.
Yeah,
look at where Lampard is now.
Yeah, like they only conceded their first goal the other day.
Yeah, 25 points, one goal conceded.
The Championship team is mad right now. None of the none of the relegated teams are even in the playoffs. Millwall are third.
Yeah, it works by the top 2 getting promoted instantly, and then it's a playoff for the 3rd place.
Yeah, playoff for 3rd to 6th. Yeah. And I don't think, obviously it's a Championship, so the table's not going to stay like that. But for the most part, usually the people that start on top stay there. So Coventry will probably get promoted. Middlesbrough maybe. But the rest is up for grabs. Like Leicester are drawing games like mad. They are drawing games.
I haven't seen much of the Championship this season, to be honest.
Leicester look boring. Sheffield United, they've hired... Bro, Sheffield United have rehired Chris Wilder for the 3rd time. Because they tried to go a different route again and get Ruben Sellers, who fucking failed. And then both of the Sheffield teams, by the way, were battling for relegation. So it was like, at one point it was 23rd Sheffield Wednesday, 24th Sheffield United at the bottom. At one point it was like that. Sheffield Wednesday, by the way, are refusing to... Well, they can't even pay their players' wages at this point either.
Moving like Reading. Yeah,
they're moving like Reading. So they're gonna go, and Charlton are like 3rd, 4th, or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen
like
them.
Yeah, Charlton are good, by the way. Though, like they got Nathan Jones' experience. He's an experienced manager at these levels, so it makes sense. It makes sense. He just wasn't good enough for the Premier League. That's what the only thing I will say. The coaching levels. That's the only thing I will say about the Championship. It is a big difference because I don't think Lampard, I don't think Nathan Jones, I don't think Parker, I don't think Carrick's ready yet. I think Carrick's got the most potential, but I don't think he's ready yet. McKenna can, but he's struggling right now. I just think the gap in between the Championship and the Premier League when it comes to coaching wise is still a bit bad because a lot of these people don't know how to adapt, which is why I credit the Sunderland manager so much because they took a punt on him. But he's not only got the players, they've adapted, they've gone overboard, but he's actually a good manager. Like, he's adaptable himself. He has the players to adapt. He plays to his players' strengths. A lot of these managers don't play to their players' strengths because they want to go off their image of the game.
Yeah,
and sometimes
as a club, they've done really well as well.
Yeah.
Not only the manager, the appointment of the manager, but the recruitment as well.
Yeah, like Xhaka, Gerta Reader, Mukiele, like the Enzo Lafie on a permanent. These are good signings, man. And they're ambitious as well. So don't let anybody tell you that your club can't get a certain player. Because if Sunderland can get these, man, bro, you could go and revive.
West Ham can.
Bro, you can revive fucking Pele, bro. Like
Sunderland and Everton were getting your targets. It's fucking ridiculous.
Exactly. Like, big up lads, and I just seen who Melo looks like. You put a cowboy hat on him, he looks like
I'll search it up, honestly.
Balls of steel. Okay. Share it when you search it. Big up Peter.
What? I'm not even gonna bring this up.
No, you got to, bruv. You got to go.
All right, cool. Yeah. I'll bring it up, but it just.
Let's see.
I've just opened another whole application, bro. Fuck off. I've done what you do, a football manager, bro. I've just switched on, like.
I forgot I did that on camera. I did that in the summer series. Shit.
Like what? What are you on about?
I don't think he looks like him, Connor. I can't lie. I don't think he looks like him.
Connor, big up to you, man. But like, lay off the acid, because what?
Hey, you look like that guy, innit?
Like, this guy's a nonce. Like, you can't be saying that.
Yeah, that's definitely a register, man.
He is on every register. But what do you mean? This guy looks like fucking, what's his name? Theo Baker.
He does look like Theo Baker, yeah.
You can't say it looks like Theo Baker.
He looks like Peter Kay, fam. This is the way to Amarillo, bro. He looks like Peter Kay. When the days are done. What the fuck is this?
Bro, it's like fucking some transition player, man. Don't piss me off.
That's a Garnacho right there.
Bro.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Big up Peter, big up Max and Mellon, big up to yourself. Need Millwall in the EPL. They say this every year, yeah. If Millwall get promoted when we get relegated, it's a long day. If Millwall get promoted and we get relegated, they're going to celebrate like it's the Champions League. They're going to be like, we're above West Ham for once. Fuck Frank Lampard. Big up Max and Mellon. The Championship is Jumanji right now. Definitely. It's literally just... I don't even know how to describe it. The Championship's always been a bit of a bomb squad league. Where there's always 10 points in between like 16th and 6th. Like
1 or 2 weeks of like a bit of an odd game here or there, and it's like the whole table's flipped. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Yep. Like, you could, if you are in a relegation battle, you get a new manager, you could be in a playoff battle instantly. I swear Sheffield United lost all but one of their games. That's dark. Yeah, Sheffield United have had a bad season, and I hope they go down again. Heckingbottom's done all right at Preston North End this season. We're having Divine on loan and Thierry Small. Hey, Thierry Small finally found a club that he's settled in. He was meant to be a really like promising youngster at Southampton. I mean, having Divine on loan, that makes sense. I mean, Paul Heckingbottom, he needed his own identity at another club, and Preston's probably the right club right now. It's going to be interesting to see Preston finish mid-table again. I always see, Connor, you can correct me on this because I know you follow Preston a bit, but like Preston and Bristol City are like the Crystal Palace of like the Championship, where it's like 12th, whereas Bristol City finally finished like 6th last season and they lost in the semi-final, got battered by Sheffield United in the playoffs. Too many vanity project coaches. Yeah, facts. Like a lot of, like sometimes it can work out for you. Like, for example, Company was very like that at Burnley, but he showed his football enough to get him a bigger job at Bayern. But also, he also got lucky because, listen, a lot of people that Bayern wanted, they didn't get. They originally wanted Xabi Alonso. I'm pretty sure they wanted Amorim. And they wanted a few managers. I mean, good for them that they didn't get fucking Amorim. Jesus Christ. Yeah. But Vincent Kompany...
I'd argue also it's good for them that they didn't get Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, to be fair...
What I will say...
He suits better to their squad than Xabi Alonso.
What I will say, Vincent Kompany, a lot of people would trash on Vincent Kompany. I rate him so highly. I rate him
as a manager
so highly. Tactically, he is one of the most... I'd say he's one of the most inventive managers I've ever seen. In terms of what I've seen from him, especially the game against us. I was like, there's no way he can implement his system against this Chelsea side and it works. Because it just shouldn't. It just shouldn't work. You can't be playing a 2-1-7 against Chelsea. And it worked. He's got fucking weird tactics like Gnabry and Kane linking up close together, both dropping, enforcing Chelsea to switch from man-to-man to man-to-man zonal marking. And that requires a level of communication that Chelsea haven't seen yet. And it's how the fuck do you organize this shit? Like 3 days. You have 3 days to organize a whole fucking orchestra of football. And you've done it to that level. I respect him so much.
Do you know why I respect him as well? The reason why he's so good is he carries his player mentality to the manager mentality, where it's like, you're a big name, but you also carry the captaincy mentality of like knowing how to manage an ego, because bro's younger than Neuer, I'm pretty sure. Like he knows what he's doing. Like he knows what he's doing. Like he's been there, done that. He's been there, done that as a player, but he carries it into management. A lot of people can't carry the same character into management. And manage the same egos. And go from Burnley to Bayern's a big step anyway, but you're Vincent Kompany, you've been there, done that. But also, his team is one of the few teams I've seen that are quite fluid in the modern day era. And it's not just about fluid, about he's inverting like this guy and this guy going over here, the guys are really good. It's not even just that. It's like the creative players are going to shine. The creative players are going out there to have like fun playing football, but also having the intent to attack all the time and entertain. Because listen, you can do that with Musiala and Elise, yes, but he's picked the right players for a reason. He's picked the players specifically for that. He's not like he's just picked any winger. He's picked Elise for a reason. It's not like he's just like, he's got Musiala, he's lucky. No, not everyone can do what Musiala does. Not everyone can do what Musiala does. Like Harry Kane, he's willing to go anywhere else on the pitch, but a Kompany at least instructs the other players to cover him, no matter where he is, and make sure the ball gets to him at all times, because it's Harry Kane. So I really like what Kompany does. He was linked with us when Moyes left, and we were never going to get him because he was at Burnley, so we're never going to pay the compensation. But I think Kompany would have killed himself trying to manage West Ham. So good on him.
Yeah, imagine playing a 2-2-6 at home against like Burnley. You know what I mean?
That is just you've got in midfield.
Put fullbacks underlapping and overlapping around your wingers, and then you've got to have a centre forward and a cam that can play close together. You don't have either of them, so it's like it wouldn't work.
No, it wouldn't. Of course not. And you ain't got the players to do it. And we wouldn't give the players to do it. You'd have to play like 3 Paquetás in midfield. Like. He doesn't have anyone else. Like
he doesn't have Kimmich, so it doesn't work.
No. Bro, at the time, if he would have joined us, it would have been the transfer window of last summer. So we would have had to sign so many players suited towards him, and we didn't even give Tim Steiner the freedom to properly scout the whole sporting project in the first place to go and give even fucking Lopetegui what he wanted. It was just Lopetegui running everything. Lopetegui and it was Sullivan it was Steiner getting the deals done, which is why we got deals quicker, which is why we got the Todibo deal done, because he flew over to convince his agent and be like, Todibo, come, Juventus ain't going to pay for you. We did that. But Steiner wasn't identifying every player. Steiner wasn't like, yeah, you know what, Kilman for 40 million. You know what, Guido Rodriguez on a free. Like, he wasn't like that. And even, like, Wan-Bissaka's done well, yeah, but the reason why we signed Wan-Bissaka was because of his agent. His agent has a good relationship with David Sullivan. Will Salthouse, he's just as much of a criminal ISIS member as much as Sullivan is. Like, he is just as much, he's up there because Will Salthouse has a relationship with Sullivan that is generally on the level of P Diddy and Meek Mill. Like, he is on that level of homosexuality where, like, I'm genuinely questioning the relationship because the thing is with Will Salthouse, he has clients, cool. You've got Kyle Walker Peters, cool. But one of his clients is Lopetegi. You're not a good agent, my friend, if you've got Lopetegi as one of your clients. Now, put respect on Peter K, bruv. Garlic bread and that. Yeah, man, like Peter K. A double into no, bruv, no underrated gems are on a transition, my friend.
Underrated gems.
Underrated gems is crazy. Obviously,
You
John
can't say
Shat-
like
Shat-
street fucking bed sheets will never forget. Like, what are you talking about?
Sheets will never forget. Usually, sheets will never forget is never a good thing.
No, it's a fat woman, but you don't want a fat woman with a cock. It's a bit. That's another level of wrong. And John, there's a lot wrong with homosexuality.
No, just shush.
I'm quoting someone else in it.
Chill out, chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ. Pretty much last season we were fighting relegation, so it looks miles better so far. Like, bruv, Preston are always like mid-table to relegation for what I see in it. Mainly mid-table. But fucking hell. At least you're like at least up there now. Pause. AJ is a Somali Vincent Company. I low-key they actually do look alike a bit.
Bro, AJ is the Somali anything. Like, all Somalis look exactly the same. You know what I mean? But picture a Somali and they all have exactly the same features in it. So it's like...
Brother, stop talking.
No. I say what I want.
What are you doing?
No, but I agree with what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Go on another Chrome tab and type
No.
Somali.
Shut up! What are you doing today? Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! This guy, I can tell his men is just fucking tired. Jesus Christ! This guy's generally trying to get this stream fucking terminated. Oh my god, man! Oh fuck my life!
Lock off the stream so I can go to bed.
That's a case, bastard. Fuck's sake, Damien. Must have alright, Benson Core number 8 would be proud. Fuck's sake. Man is gonna start pushing foreigners off trains.
Stop. What? That was me in the video, isn't it?
Oh fuck. Fuck's sake, man. Oh my days. Oh my days. Who you got this weekend, bruv? Who have you even got this weekend? Like, I don't even know who you got this weekend. I'll be so honest, bruv. I haven't been paying attention to the football.
Sunderland.
At home or away?
Home.
Oh, home. Okay, fair enough. To be fair, their away record isn't. They're like a bit like Brentford. Their away record isn't as good as their home. Like, it's like at the stadium, trying to put on a show, and away, it's like they haven't really figured out how to play.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
one of them teams.
Yeah, what's your confidence levels in that? I reckon I'll be quite stubborn.
I think one of the main issues Chelsea have is facing low blocks, but it seems like with the substitutions, it's going to look like a João Pedro, Mark Guiu attacking midfield number 9. And again, against a back 5 or a fucking low block in general, that's going to be quite dangerous. So I'm confident we can score goals, and if we kill the game off early, then we can sub players off that we don't need to have a full 90-minute performance from. Quite similar to Ajax, funny enough. Killed the game off in the first 35, 40 minutes, and sub the right players off.
Yeah, their goalkeepers played well this season. Obviously, Mukiele, he scored the other day, but he's been very good overall. Xhaka, obviously, bringing the right kind of experience. Like they've got a good team, and to be fair to Isidore, that's one player I was wrong about. I didn't think he'd be able to make the step up just yet in the Prem, but because he was so rash, even when he in his like good parts of the Championship. So I'm fair enough. He stepped up as well, but I guess maybe because the team's bad, but also you want to make the step up in the Premier League just in general. When's Palmer back?
I think 3 weeks.
Fair enough.
But he's going to be eased into the squad. And I
Yeah.
think that is within that time frame, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. He should be back to playing regularly.
I feel like you've dealt with his injury quite well considering the results as a recent, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely, you definitely can see that we haven't been playing with him. He is a big miss. I think it's a problem with Palmer going out injured, and also the lap at the same time going out injured for a similar amount of time. Because it means João Pedro, rather than playing in the 10, has to play in the 9.
Yeah.
And then the whole loss of Cole Palmer, we've had to play Buonanotte, which, you know, the difference between Palmer and João Pedro, there's a difference. You'd want to see both of them playing at the same time, if it's possible. But it's not necessarily that big of a difference when you compare it to the difference between Palmer and Buonanotte. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Like Buonanotte is okay. He's like distinctly average, you know, young attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Nothing really to his game that's incredibly different. You look at João Pedro, 9 there in the 10.
Yeah. The Buonanotte side is just funny to me, but at least you got other players to cover it. Like you're at a point now where, like, especially in attack going forward, where if you have one person that's just below the level, you could cover it. If you have 2 or 3, it's a bit long. But like, for example, everyone fit. Let's say João Pedro up front, Palmer in the 10, whatever. Let's say Gittins on the left, because or Neto Estevao. Let's say everyone fit. I guess that's your best team if you're putting everyone on the pitch.
I
But
disagree.
well, who would you have?
The lap up top, Palmer in the 10, Gittins on the left, that's Estevao on the right.
No, fair enough. But like, I was just thinking Neto just because Neto's great on both sides.
Yeah, but Gittins is much better than Neto on the left.
You reckon, yeah?
Yeah, Gittins was always a good player, just in really bad form, bad start. But he played really, really, really well against Ajax.
I like Gittins. I just think he needed more time. But I just didn't know if it was like Neto left wing level straight away, just because Neto's just really good on both sides. He could cross from both sides. He could be direct on one and just cut it on the other. Just the type of winger I like, where we don't get them wingers anymore, where it's like they can play really good on both sides and not really have a big level drop.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't really have that anymore.
It's typical to say there isn't a level drop, but it's because we haven't really seen much of Neto on the right, and he is a right winger. He's a left-footed right.
Oh yeah, of course, but like he could.
When he's
like,
on the left, he's good. When he's on the right, amazing. He can run games. Like, he's very, very good on the right. And it's a problem, but it's the right sort of problem you'd want to have with him and Estevao on the right. And then on the left, then it's a problem because you have Gittins, who's really good. I love Gittins a lot. But then, Garnacho. Gittins isn't going to be forced to take his thumb out his ass. He can just literally waddle all around the pitch and probably have a better impact than Garnacho.
I agree, but it's Neto. When I've watched Neto at Wolves and Chelsea, Neto is always better on the left. Again, in transition, running into space.
Yeah,
I prefer like that. Whereas in possession, you want Neto to cut in, and even Neto could go on the outside of his right foot. Whereas weak foot's not bad. He's not got a bad weak foot.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't use it enough, but he's got a good weak foot. Like for me as well with Neto, it's like it's not even about the level dropping. It's about the level not dropping as much. Whereas like if I put any normal right winger right now in the Premier League on the left, they're not doing a good job. Like they're just not, because they're just so used to being down the right hand side. Same with the other way around as well. Like most left wingers that I see now, they can generally not do a job on a right back, just going down the outside because most of them are right footed. Like I don't know who to. Like for example, Odenberg's a good example, just because I was watching him against Monaco.
Yeah.
He had a really good game on the left. Just did everything but score. Him and Kudus both had good games, but Kudus, we know Kudus on the left isn't as good, and we know Odenberg on the right isn't as good. So like, usually the level completely drops. Whereas Neto, he can still look like one of the better left wingers in the league, even though he's better on the right. But
It's just the name in it, Pedro. Pedro Alvarez.
It's like Pedro of the old. Wait, was
Don't
that
know
his
what it
name?
is. Pedro Alvarez, but no one
Never
called
knew
him
that was his name.
Alvarez.
I never knew that was his name. I just called him Pedro.
Yeah, I always called him Pedro. I learned his name was Pedro Alvarez like last year.
Oh, fair, yeah.
And he left like half a decade ago.
Bro thought he was Brazilian, bro. He thought he was Brazilian.
He played like he was Brazilian.
Pedro Rodriguez. Who's this? Which one's Pedro Rodriguez?
Is it Pedro Rodriguez?
Oh, is it?
Pedro
It's Pedro
Alvarez.
thingy.
It might be Rodriguez. Who the fuck is Alvarez? What am I thinking?
I'm just looking at Pedro Spanish footballer. All right. Pedro Barcelona. It was Pedro Alessia Rodriguez Ledesma. It was Rodriguez.
Yeah, it was. Bro, that's
fair enough. That's a gasolina.
What the fuck? Who the fuck is Pedro Alvarez?
He must have been some pro clubs player.
No, but yeah. Who are you? Big man.
What the fuck? Wait, look at Pedro Alvarez
Squidward.
footballer. Pedro Alvarez footballer. What comes up then?
I'm gonna
In case someone like the
yeah.
comes up on your timeline.
Pedro Alvarez footballer, and it's like some no, it's just bro. There's like 12 pictures, and it looks like they're from some fucking game show. What is
Family
this?
Fortune.
What? Hey, hang on.
The Family Fortune or some shit.
You can't tell me. Look, you can't tell me this picture's real. It looks like AI generated.
That's Vidic in a wig, bro.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Bro, that's Vidic in a wig. That looks like Vidic.
It looks like Garnacho in a fucking wig. You know what I mean? Spanish Garnacho isn't real. You can't help me. Spanish Garnacho, bro.
All right, to be fair, Semenyo's another one. He's really good on both sides, but he can use both feet really well. Like I get another quote from his Bristol City coach. He was like, he still doesn't know what foot he is when he shoots. Like, because he's had more shots with his left foot this season, I think, than with his right. Because he's used to going down the outside anyway. He likes a tight angle. Yeah. But he loves going down the outside, loves finding the near post on his left all the time. That's his thing. Very good player. I like Castolo. Like, Semenyo, Neto, they're two of the few that I can think of. Just to be fair, Saka can play good on both sides because he played on the left quite a lot. And he's actually
he started on the left, didn't he? Left back.
Yeah. And to be fair, he was quite skillful going down the left just because he was one of the ones that were like, his directness would actually get more of his game than just, running down the outside and crossing the ball in like Arteta just used it. Like, he's got more to his game.
To be fair, old school
Willian.
Willian was literally a left winger, and he just started playing right mid with defensive contribution, like holding the width and shit.
He had a good weak foot as well. Yeah,
exactly. He could play on both sides.
Yeah, Willian had a decent left foot. Willian was like, obviously, everyone knew Hazard would destroy you, but like, we was all just afraid of like, so we're going to pick up Willian because we're all focused on Hazard. It's just like, because there wasn't like Willian was like constantly shit every single game. Even though he had his moments, don't get me wrong, but like Willian, like if you left him with too much space, especially in any London derby, that it was just appear out of nowhere and just start fucking performing. Yeah, from man like Willian was bad. Like, what about Doué? And to be fair, the PSG front three in general, they can basically do it all because they're always everywhere. They're always everywhere. Like Doué across the front three was decent. Is decent. Sorry, Kvaratskhelia both sides decent. Dembele both sides nowadays is decent.
I disagree with Claret.
On the right, it's not bad. He's not bad. Like it's like he's not as good as he is on the left, but because of his shot power and because he actually likes sometimes going down the near post on the right, he's not bad on the right. But he's not as good 1v1 on the right. He's not as good 1v1.
Yeah, that's the main quality that I see in him, though. Like, if the main quality of a player is diminished by playing him on the other side, I just don't feel like it's worthy of that conversation.
But it's like the
Pedro,
reason why I don't.
You go from Pedro and, like, for some reason, even though he's a striker, David Villa. Like,
Yeah, David Villa was cold. He was both footed.
you can't really say Kvaratskhelia in that list.
The only reason why I don't talk about it as much in terms of like his 1v1 ability down the right is because of his shooting ability. Like, because he likes shooting from everywhere. Kvaratskhelia, he likes shooting from everywhere, and he always affects the goalkeeper. I like it when a winger is like, and most of the time when you're shooting, you're always making something out of the shot. So like, it's always hitting either the post, the bar, or the keeper's making a mad save.
Yeah, he's has to deflect it, and then there's just a chance, and there's chaos, and then someone can thrive off that, and it's like,
yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, again, to be fair, Rodrigo's another good example just because the bar doesn't drop completely either way. Like, obviously it drops, but like, for example, Rodrigo is naturally on the left, naturally better. But on the right, it's not like he's still great, but you want more out of his game on the left because you're just restricting him to do certain things. And because, to be fair, Rodrigo's left foot isn't as good. It's not bad, but it's not as good as some other wingers' his weak foot. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing that really restricts him. So where he can't cut in as much, but he can go around the outside. He can be very direct. He can provide. He can be at the back post and score, make good runs. He's a good player, but it's a shame that because of the bigger name tax that he doesn't really get to shine as much on the left or have a run of games on the left because you don't really get that time at leave. And that's the problem. He doesn't want to. That's the problem I have. He doesn't want to. He should leave.
It's like the most obvious decision. Like, you're at a massive club, you're going to win a lot of things, but you're never going to be known as a player that's going to contribute massively to anything.
No one will talk about you as someone who contributed. Yeah, yeah.
Like he has done, the 2 goals late against Man City. That's it. That's his career.
That's facts, yeah. Facts.
He wouldn't start in like a quarterfinal up anymore because they have Mbappe and Vinny. Before they had Mbappe, it was Benzema and Vinny, and then when Vinny doesn't play, it's Rodrigo. It's just a massive issue. I think he just needs to leave.
I think he should leave as well, but this is the problem with some of these guys that are like, when the Brazilians want to stay in Spain all the time. It's like when the Italians want to stay in Italy all the time. It's like the Brazilians want to stay at fucking Barcelona or Real Madrid all the time. And I get it. Ronaldinho was there. I get it. R9 was there. I get it. But you are not R9. You are not Ronaldinho. You're not even Kaká, bruv. So like, and Kaká wasn't even that good at Real Madrid. Like, at all. So
wasn't himself.
Sorry?
He wasn't really himself.
Yeah, Kaká wasn't Kaká. He wasn't AC Milan Kaká.
Kaká was Kaká, but he wasn't Kaká.
Yeah, exactly. It was more Kaká kite back at Hackney. that was it.
That's an unfortunate name as well. It literally just means shit.
Yeah. How can you
in Italian as well, it literally means shit, and he played in Italy.
He's literally Ballon d'Or shit.
Shit won the Ballon d'Or.
That reminds me of that Specs Gonzalez quote. He's like, he talks about Papa Bouba Diop, and he's like, his name is Papa. Your son's called Papa. Your son's called Dad. How can your son be called Dad? That's so dumb, bro. That's so dumb. I think the price tag would have put me off Rodrigo if I was considering him.
Yeah, he's going for a lot of money.
Yeah, I just think it depends on if you're completely upgrading your squad. Is it a needle mover for your squad? That's when it depends on the money. Like, that's where money comes into it. Because, for example, if you look at if anyone that goes in for Rodrigo, if they look at their squad now, they think Rodrigo's a complete needle mover, I wouldn't worry about the money. But if it's like it doesn't really move it as much, we've got players that can kind of do what he can cover with other players, then it's not really any point going for him. To be honest, I think that with every player, I think that's just common sense. But at the same time, it's just an isolated example. That's when the opportunity comes in. Not that Rodrigo would say yes anyway, but he should be saying yes. He should be saying I want to move to the Prem. He should be saying I want to move to PSG if PSG were in.
Yeah, exactly. I'd 100% say go to PSG, but I feel like with having the struggles that he's had at Real Madrid, I don't think he's going to want to have the debacle of him playing on the right. So I feel like he's going to be that name. He's going to move to a club where they need a left winger. Chelsea's there. Well, I'm saying Chelsea's there. Join Chelsea. If like I'd say my maybe talent ID as of recent has taken a hit in terms of the confidence because I went to Xavi Simons and he is bum cheeks. Hey, he is cheeks. He's bad. His IQ is in the single digits. Like it is terrible. He has like A IQ. On the ball, he gets the ball on his left foot and he like caresses a pass into the opponent's feet every time. It's so bad to watch. Like he genuinely is like, I can't even say that word. He's so bad.
No, I hear it. I just want to watch more of him before I judge him. I just haven't watched enough of him. I'll be real. Like, when I watch him, it's like I'm watching you could like still get used to what your environment in it. So I don't really judge players after that. But like at the same time, if people watch him in the Bundesliga and stuff, fair enough. Because the only time I watched him before was Netherlands England when he scored that weird ass goal. And that was when I first met you, funny enough. Why didn't we just pay the money for Duran mics? Because they're dumb, bro. Like this is the thing, yeah. What I don't get, Damien, is more of a case of people are saying Fulkrug and Guilherme or Duran. And I get that, but what this club should be doing is getting all three because our PSR wasn't that bad. And people use but PSR. People acting like if we paid the money for Duran, we would have got points deducted. People are acting like that would bro, no.
How much would have Duran gone for? 40?
It would have been like 50, 40, like it would have been worth it. It would have been worth it. We paid 40.
And you can build a squad around him.
Yeah, and to be honest, the only reason, and I'll be honest, I'm the kind of guy, yeah, where I wasn't completely sure on Duran. Everyone, if people remember the chat, I wasn't completely sure on him, just because like I wasn't sure on someone that was completely second choice at Villa what he was going to do at West Ham. I just wasn't sure, and I got that he was a good player, but like I didn't realize how raw he was. But for me, you had the money to go and get a winger plus Duran. The problem the owners make an excuse of we don't want to spend this amount of money on every single player. We paid that money for certain players already. We don't want to do that again. How about this? How about suck your filthy mother and get your money out your pocket? Because this is the thing. This is you're at a football club. You're not playing Monopoly, bro. Just pay the money to upgrade your squad to go and get them.
Yeah.
Like this is what these owners do, guys. This is what these owners do, especially owners that don't want to do anything and are just settled in the fucking league that they're in. Like, for example, Duran would have failed here anyway because he wouldn't have got the service. We wouldn't have played to restricts, and he's a striker that also likes to run. We don't do well with that. He would have failed here anyway because we don't give the ball to strikers. But when we do give the ball to strikers, we don't play to their strengths anyway. However, I think Fulkrug could have done a lot better since playing here, especially in our Arsenal game, for sure. I do think it was the wrong signing of looking back after having 30-year-old strikers already, because the whole point was to lower the age of the squad, and they didn't do that. But also, what kind of logic is it to lower the age of the squad? Lower the age of the squad, and half the man you buy are older than fucking Ben Foster, bruv. Like, allow it, man. Like fucking allow it. You had money to sign wingers and a striker, and you had money to sign Duran and 2 wingers, which we signed 2 wingers in Somerville and Guilherme. Don't act like we already have 30 million left, guys. No, you have money. You always have money. So I'm not even trying to hear it. You had money to pay it. The problem is I have as well. I don't judge players based on instance and based on with strikers as well at West Ham. I give them more of a chance based on the fact that strikers have failed here. So let them settle. Let's try and make this one work. So I would have given, even if I didn't want Duran, or even if I didn't think Duran was going to be as good as other people did, I would have given him a chance. I would have given him a chance. And people would have called him shit after 2 games because we didn't give him the ball. Yeah, like I get that was the best Falkirk and Guilherme Duran, but if they were serious, they would have got all 3. Thoughts on the Sunderland game? Well, just in general, like Chelsea Sunderland. I guess I think Chelsea will win personally. I think you get over the line. I just think Sunderland. But I just think Sunderland will restrict themselves too much and try and go for the whole sit back on the counter and try and like soak up the pressure in the first 10 minutes, and then that will come to fail them because Chelsea will have too much control of the ball, and then they will get out of their own half.
It's a must-win game, so it's got to be like a 2-0 win.
Yeah, I got the reference. I got the reference. That window, without looking so far back, should have been get your first choice centre forward and get your first choice left winger and go from there. Facts. Did you ever trust the idea of Alvarez as the 6, Paquetá as the 8, and Kudus as the 10? I did at the time, yeah. But the thing is, it still would have been better than what we did, if I'm being honest. But my opinion went down of Alvarez quite a bit. At least with Kudus, I can see the qualities in certain systems. With Alvarez, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. And I tried to be a fan based on the fact that he was picking up the ball, he was trying to turn players, etc. But I don't like midfielders that take too many touches on the ball and then get red cards all the fucking time. And just going for 2-4 challenges. I don't like rash players in general. And I don't like players that like looking forward and don't pass forward, which is looking back at that Ward-Prowse, Mavropanos, Kudus, Alvarez transfer window, one of the worst on earth. And we've had a lot of bad ones. It's not our worst because the worst is the first season in the London Stadium. That's the worst one. We got Faguli, Gorkantore, Simone Zaza, Jonathan Claret, Havard Nordveit, Ed Milson Fernandez, Arthur Masuaku. And Masuaku is probably the best of the lot. Fernandez wasn't terrible, but his agent was a prick. Faguli wasn't terrible, wasn't great. Gorkantore was awful. Zaza, don't get me started. His only goal at the London Stadium was against West Ham in a pre-season friendly. And Jonathan Clary's cheeks. Havard Nordveit was so arse. That's the worst window we've had. Whereas that window, Mavropanos, Ward-Prowse, and Alvarez and Kudus, at least I can see, as much as I've said Kudus is not what the player people think he is, I'm not retarded. I can see the qualities in Kudus in certain systems. Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, and Mavropanos, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We had Suchek, and we needed to replace Declan Rice. And you got Alvarez and Ward-Prowse. Like, I don't understand football anymore. Like, I just don't. I don't like at that point. I'm just like, I don't feel as stupid when I listen to these transfer windows. I don't feel as stupid as I thought I was when I see these transfer windows. I'm thinking like I'm just a guy who plays Football Manager, and I can generally go out and scout better. I could scout better on Football Manager. Like I've won trophies with West Ham, bro. Like just put me as scout. Like at this point,
literally, I was about to say it as well. Genuinely, like if I can see the problems at West Ham and there's like a logical solution to the problem, how the fuck hasn't it been resolved already? If I can,
bro. Yeah,
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Like it's bad when some neutrals can see West Ham's problems. And because neutrals know fuck all usually about West Ham. When some neutrals, when I say it, some neutrals be like, they get it. They can understand the problems that I'm saying. I'm like, if they can fucking see it, I get it. Sullivan generally looks like he can't see anyway. Squinting in your booster seat, yeah, I get it. But fucking hell, man. We needed 2 B centre mids to replace Rice. Yeah, we did. And the thing is, well, we just needed to change the midfield up. We needed energy and technical ability. And we got neither of those. There was no technical quality in fucking Alvarez and Ward-Prowse. Yeah. Like it's like signing skeletons in midfield, genuinely, with having Suchek in there. Potter was building a 5-3-2 shape, bro. I don't know what is wrong with this guy. Because this guy would at least change the formation a lot and tweak it a lot at Brighton based on the playing style that he had. He did it for like 2 games at West Ham, and it was like his first 2. Villa away, his first ever game, and Fulham at home. The only time he actually started tweaking around, trying to use players in different positions and different systems, and he didn't overcomplicate it. And then after that, he just went straight 5 at the back, 5 defenders, sit back, fucking shitty midfield, Ward-Prowse plays every game. Play at 8 in the 6, midfield is slow, passing sideways, trying to keep the ball for the sake of it. And this proves, by the way, that I'm not an aesthetics merchant. I'm not a style of play merchant because I just don't like football. I like football that's good, football that works, bro. I don't like this, whatever this fucking shit is. Keeping the ball for the sake of it is not football. That is terrorism. Sitting back when you have shitty defenders is not football. That's terrorism. I don't like these managers that West Ham hire. These B-list managers. It's like every time, like, I compare these managers to like X Factor judges. And the reason why I say that is because, cool, you got Simon Cowell. You got Louis Walsh, cool. Every time, though, over the years, you get some random B-list celebrity that had fallen off in the last 10 years. Anisha Dixon or Talisa, bruv, or Gary Barlow. Brother, these were making music time ago. I've not heard of a Talisa tune since she left N-Dubs, bro. Why the fuck is she on X Factor, bro? Judging other people and who's going to be the next contestant to go through, you decide, bruv. I know that's the wrong show, that's Big Brother. But I'm comparing it to X Factor, bruv. These are the midfielders we're signing. Alvarez is Talisa, bruv. Ward-Prowse is Phaser, bruv. We ain't got Dappies. There is no Dappies. Like bro, you go one direction, you got random guy with weird hair, random guy who looks like the main singer. I don't know these man's names. There's no Harry Styles. You're signing the sidemen. Like, instead of going to the actual sidemen, you're gonna get fucking Calix, bro.
They could have done with like a Vic star, bro.
Yeah.
Technical ability.
And then you go and get fucking Sketch, bro. Like, this is my problem. Like, if you're going to beta squad, yeah, why are you talking to young Philly? He's in jail.
He's
like, you know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah, like, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying.
Connoisseur
You're getting
of football.
What's with the B-Tech shit? What's with the B-Tech shit all the time, bro? It's everything's B-Tech.
Everything. So, the recruitment of the managers as well. You can't fucking pay for them.
Yep.
You got to get me. I'm doing this. Right winger, invert. Right fullback, go further forward. Shuffle across. The 3 in midfield turn it to a 2 and a 1. Go.
Because people take the piss out of Pep, but they understand what he's saying. Bro, I saw Pep and John Stones having a deep conversation about tactics. John Stones knows what he's saying. It's just Pep is autistic. That is it. He just does it in a weird way. But people know what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
He literally wins trophies. Like, these men think they're Pep. I don't even think they're Pep in terms of football style. I think they're Pep in terms of all of this, bruv. What is this? What the fuck is this? You're not saying anything. It's like when Amarim was moving the shit on the tactics board against Grimsby, bro. Bro, it's Grimsby. It's so dumb. I'm a 4-2-3-1 man. I have no shame in 2 DMs as long as there's one that's decent on the ball with inverted wingers. I don't mind what system it is, or what formation. I don't like. I just did what weirdos do, where they confuse football formation with system. It's not the same thing. I don't mind what formation it is. I don't actually mind what system it is. I don't even mind what style of play it is. But I want to see what you're trying to do, and I want to see if it's going to work. I don't want to see you get rid of your whole style of play to play 5 at the back. I don't want to see you try and sit back with shit defenders if you've got better attackers. I don't want to see you try and play attacking football when you have better defenders than attackers. I don't want to see that. Like, everything's topsy-turvy. Everything is just like... do you know these fucking idiots? Like, I remember in primary school, yeah? I'm going to use this analogy. This is what the equivalents of what these managers are. In primary school, when you're sitting in the dinner hall, as we used to call it, fucking eating your lunch. Everyone's got packed lunch or school dinners, whatever. We used to have this thing where, like, if you have a packet of crisps in your packed lunch, He used to try and like pop it to make the noise,
Yeah.
and everyone go whoa or whatever. You know when someone tries to do that and all the crisps come out at the bottom, bruv? Like that is literally the fucking tactics that I'm seeing of every single manager over the past time I've been supporting West Ham. You're trying to make the crisp pop and it comes out the bottom of the packet.
All over your shoes.
And then you're like, fuck, I just wasted a packet of crisps.
You know them
And now you're
shoes
crying.
that are built like a boat as well. It's got like a fucking rim around it, so there's just crisps, crumbs all on your shoes.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
stuck there.
Yes, exactly. This is what the kind of shit I'm seeing, bro. This is bro.
Shit's at the bottom of the bag.
And that's the equivalent of, by the way, I was sitting back with bozo defenders or trying to attack with bozo attackers. What are you doing? What are you doing? Or trying to play possession-based football, you're passing it sideways, and your XG is like 0.000001, bruv. But you got 56% possession. There is no points. Did you have a shot on goal? No.
You've held possession, but nowhere near the fucking opponent's goal. So it's like you've done nothing.
Exactly. And you know it's bad when I bring up XG, bruv. I prefer a box-to-box player, but they are hard to find. And I prefer a box-to-box player that's actually good in midfield as well. Like, they're actually like, when I mean box-to-box, they're like, defend, distribute the ball forward, dictate the play, then make light run into the box, bang. Not just like McTominays of this world, where managers running. I watched some of the Napoli games this year, bro. I've gone back to watching Serie A, like the 8 p.m. games and shit.
Yeah.
That fucking AC Milan game. People are telling me, McTominay this, Højlund this. Fuck off. They're the same player. Nobody watches them though. Nobody watches Serie A, so they just see them get on the score sheet and be like, but it's Man United's fault. They're not good players, bro. It's just Man United are shit as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Man United are fucking terrible.
Yeah, they're so bad. Amarim was trying to look busy, facts. Yeah, the crisp analogy is facts. See, we all had the same childhood. Like, because, bro, everyone tried doing that. When I tried doing it, bro, I was the guy, it nearly went on my shoe, but I picked it up. But I went like this, I put my hand, I had reflexes. So I just put it back in the packet. So I took pride in, like, I needed my crisp, bro. I needed my crisp.
It's them fucking, what is it called? Was it cheese and onion? Monster Munch? Them man just, they do that fucking bag thing and it pops at the bottom. There's this green, like, smoke because it stinks so bad.
It looks like a Horrid Henry episode, bro.
Yeah. Like toxic gas leaking from the fucking bag, bro.
What happens if you have bozo defenders and bozo attackers? Just support everyone. That's what you do. You just support.
Wait.
I've said deport before. I deport more prospects to Southampton, bro. It doesn't have to be nation, but some of them might have to be nation. Well, Mavropanos, get back to Greece, bro. Like.
You're an exile. Get the fuck out of my country.
He's not even the worst player right now. Rodriguez, get back to Argentina. Who else? Kilman, you could go back to Wolverhampton. I know you're not even from there, but just go back to Wolverhampton.
Did you sign Kilman for 40 mil?
Yeah. But they tried to make an excuse and because it was on a 7-year contract, it's not bad because we're sharing it over time. But nobody grades transfers like that.
Yeah, but amortization, guys. So we're splitting the cost of the transfer by about 7 years. So we are only paying 16.5 million quid a week. Hey, it's like fucking nice one. You're also paying them 100 grand a week in wages.
And then we go to Leeds tomorrow, where Dominic Calvert-Lewin loves to score against us, and he shits. He loves a goal against us, but
Dominic
he shits.
Calvert-Lewin.
But you see what? It's like body blue against men with
It's
Max
fine,
Kilman.
guys. We're always going to survive relegation. Doesn't matter.
We're always going to survive. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. Everyone else are worse, guys. Fuck my life.
Be happy and clap, or get out of my football club.
Doing. Fuck my life. Nuno looked very poor versus Brentford. Awful lineup, and the subs were dog shit. It was like consolidating a loss. We're gonna have to bait him out of trouble. Operates off a script. Like, bro, it's a long day. When your manager's bald as well, I can't look at my manager, yeah, and he's like bald and he's grey, and he looks like he's just been for a bear hunt. Like, I don't take inspiration in that type of manager. Like Lopetegui looked like the most Walking Dead zombie. There was no inspiration coming from him. You don't look like a motivated.
He had no life. I mean, that is West Ham, to be fair, but he did cause it.
Yeah, he was the one that brought the no life disease. Like Graham Potter, he was getting fades before games. I don't trust managers like that. I don't trust managers like my manager can't be
like
getting a
Eden
fade.
Hazard getting a fade, and then like Reece James, and then you just see Graham Potter just spinning around on the chair, like, yeah, man.
Yeah. Bro, any manager that goes HD Barber should be eradicated.
You can't be a manager doing that shit.
You can't. He thinks he's genuinely like 25, bro. He thinks he's cool now. He's in Sweden talking Swedish in interviews, bro. You see, if I'm Isak and Gyökeres, yeah, I'm like, you see this manager, yeah, can we punch him up? Like, if I'm Isak and Gyökeres, I'm like, can we punch him up? Genuinely, punch him up.
They're gonna win the World Cup. You just know they will.
Hey, do you want to be the most West Ham thing? Yeah, Sweden Qatar final. You know why? Because Lopetegui versus Potter. Fuck off, man. Mellon could do 40 mil divided by 7. That's why he said 16 mil.
You think I'd go to that conclusion without fucking joking? You fucking donut. Seriously?
Lopetegui used to wear that shit Spanish brand clothes. What, bro? It was always the fucking. Why did these stupid fucking Espanias, bruv, always love wearing these shitty grey jumpers all the time, bruv? These grey jumpers that look like flannels from Primark, bro. Like, it's always the stupid little jumpers, man. They've got no hoods. They never see these guys in hoodies unless they're coats, bro. It's always them shitty grey jumpers, bro. Go get your wife to knit you something, bruv. Graham Potter thinks he's Lee Gunner. That it was the most scary part when the Graham Potter trend was happening and they put him over Lee Gunner. I didn't see a difference.
There was no difference.
I didn't see a difference, bro. I didn't see a difference. And yes, there's some shitty son as the logo, bro. Like, go and get your wife to knit you shit, bro. Your wife is definitely a nan by now. So she's into knitting now. She's got nothing to do at home because you're earning the bread. Go and get her to make you a new shirt. New clothing, bruv. The Lopetegui brand. The Noose brand, bruv. Fucking Noose of football, bruv. Yeah, like, he probably did buy it on the airport. He probably, like, just before he came to East, he was like, grenade jumper, grenade jumper, grenade jumper, grenade jumper. It's like, shut up, man. You should be 2-footed, like, immediately. Like,
He put it in the fucking XL community centre, whatever the fuck that shit is. London City Airport.
He bought a job centre, bruv. He put close to the job centre, bro.
Outside Barking train station. It's got job centre. Fucking found it on the fucking bench. Some unemployed heroin addict. He's just trying to get a job.
He bought it off the nitties in the train station. He bought it off the nitties.
It got stolen from like Asda George. Just bought it for 40 quid.
Fuck's sake.
It's a nitty.
Listen, I think we're going to lose to Leeds tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow at Shock. So that's my score prediction is going to be fucking 2-0 Leeds. Calvin-Lewin brace and B to commit suicide. That's my prediction. Happy, guys? Nitty from... Okay, Jesus Christ. Brother, you see these Spanish man, just... You're not that guy. I'm sorry. It's not 2010 anymore. Like, it's not 2010 anymore. So give it a rest. All right, listen, people. We are going to end it there. Melon's link is in the title, people. So go and subscribe to Melon. We're trying to get to 100 subs before the end of the year. So go and subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, you're just a dickhead. And also
80 something.
Yeah, so you're not far off. You're not far off at all. So that's good. Elijah is live right now. I'm pretty sure. He's doing.
He's still
Well, no, he's just gone live. He went live at 11. So he's doing a little convo before bed. So go and say Mike's raid along the way. And yeah, catch you for the watch along tomorrow. Take care and peace.